Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on an industrial furnace system. Now it's going to be my second version, and I'm actually including a lot of cool things. Now as you can see right behind the system, there is literally nothing exposed and everything's pretty much hidden, which is a definite new style that I'm coming up with. Now the whole point of this is the fact that you can literally make this any size you want and still have the same effect. Because sometimes you want to build a house and you want to have a mega system, but you don't want that to consume so much space. So before we even get to the details, let me show you how this works. What we have here is a chest right in front of us, which all our cooked items or smelted items will go right in. And we also have a light indication system. Now of course you have your fuel and whatever you want to smelt or cook. And in this case, the first thing you need to do is put in your coal, or whatever you want to use as your fuel. The second you activate that lever, it's going to pretty much distribute everything to every furnace. Now we're putting 2 stacks of iron ores. Now to stop it, you just turn off the lever and the minecart will come back with no problem. See, it's completely empty. And you're not going to believe how big this system is. As you can see guys, there's nothing behind it. But the second you hit that lever, what I have down here is a 128 furnace system. And it's going to distribute everything evenly. Look at that. That thing is a beast. Like I said guys, you can literally make this any size you want. Now as you can see in front of us guys, the light indication is going off, letting us know that the items are going in there. And you're going to see how fast this is going. Because what we're using here is a double item elevator that's completely silent. So you don't have to worry about hearing any ticking sounds or any annoying sounds, because this thing is 100% silent in that sense. And you can see how fast it all went through. Now what I also have down here is a mechanical room, which kind of leads you right downstairs to everything downstairs, to all the mechanics. If anything goes wrong, you'll have full access to it. And the cool thing is you can really make this look really nice. Now, the reason I have this here, because sometimes, and it always happens, there's always going to be that one person, or even yourself, that's going to put the coal in the fuel, or the fuel in the coal, or vice versa, and you're going to put everything in the wrong spot, which will pretty much in most cases mess up the entire system. But with this in the bottom, you have full access to enter it to correct the issue without having to break or tear anything down, which is fantastic. It's what you want. You want this to be not only visually nice, but also functional. Like I said guys, you can literally make this any size. Now what you just saw there previously was a 128, but what we have here is a nice small 16 version. And you can even make it smaller. I mean, it's literally sky's the limit. It's any size you want. Now, we're going to talk about the rails and how they work. Now, we're going to have the north, south, east, and west direction. And I'm going to show you exactly what it means, because I always get this question constantly, and people don't really understand it. Now, as you can see on the map, I'm facing upwards, and that's north. And we're facing east on the map, that's on the right-hand side. And of course, if you say south, that's facing down on the map. And west will be on the left-hand side. Just so you guys have an idea. Now, what I mean by rails acting funny is that when you place it down, for example, we're going to be placing the rails in the north-south direction. When I place another set of rails, they will naturally turn to the east and west direction. See? Meaning, when you build this design, I highly recommend you building it in that east and west direction. Otherwise, you're going to have this problem, and trust me, it's a headache and a half. So make sure when you're building this to keep this in mind as far as how the rails work, and I guess it's just the mechanics of the game. So I just want to give you guys, just wanted to clear that up before you give me 100 comments on why it's not working in the north and south. Now these are going to be the basic materials you're going to need. You will be needing a block of your choice, some half slabs, furnaces, hoppers, droppers, redstone lamp, levers. You will need some rails, a lot of power rails, a minecart chest, redstone dust, redstone torch, comparators, and of course some form of labeling. Use whatever you want, an item frame, etc. Now at this point guys, pause the video, please. Make sure you have this all set up before you even start the build. This is very important, and there's a lot of good information in this that you're going to need. Fantastic. Now once you've done that, guys, we're going to go down right down here to the hull. I'm going to explain a little more in detail what it is. Now the front part here is going to be about 10 blocks wide. This is very important because you're going to need that. Now that blue spot represents the chest where all the items will go into. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th one, that's where the chest, where all your items will go at. So when you want to place it somewhere, you have an idea of the space you're going to need. Now the orange represents the amount of furnaces you want. Now I didn't really put no specific number because like I said, you can make this any size, but at least you have an idea where they're going to be at. And at the back end of this is going to be exactly 7 blocks from that point to the wall, okay? So just to kind of clear that all up before you even start building, so you have an idea. Fantastic. Now, once you've done that, guys, we're going to go straight down to where the blue blocks are at. You're going to place 2 blocks right there. And you're going to place 4 droppers going upwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And another 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to place 1 large chest on top, you see? Alright. Perfect. Yeah, I said it. Alright, so let's delete these 2 blocks and add them right in front. Now you're going to place 2 comparators from right there going forward. And 2 blocks right in front of it. So 1 there, and 1 right there, and 1 on each side. Then you're going to place a block right there with a comparator going towards that block. And do something as well. And a redstone torch in the middle. Now right here, guys, you're going to place 2 hoppers facing each other. So delete that. Make sure that's facing the other one. And where the torch is at, let's delete that. You're going to place 1 piece of dirt inside of it. See? 1 piece of dirt. And you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So place a block there with a hopper there. And make sure that both these hoppers are facing each other, guys. Because I tend to get that a lot. Where people will have the hoppers in the wrong direction. Now, once you place 1 piece of dirt on both sides, we're going to go right here towards this block and place a redstone torch. Then we're going to place a block on top of it, redstone torch behind it, block on top of that with another redstone torch, and 1 more block right there. And on the inside, guys, you're going to place a redstone torch there and on top as well. Then you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Now, of course, add a redstone torch there with a block, a torch, and a block, a redstone torch there, and another block. Then you're going to go on the inside and place 1 more redstone torch on both those blocks. And on top of it, parallel to the chest, you're going to add your redstone lamps. That's going to be your light indication system. Now, this is what the fun part gets, alright? You're going to add a hopper going towards that bottom dropper and do the same thing on the other side. Place 1 more on each side going towards the hoppers. And at this point, we're going to add 4 more hoppers in a straight line like so. Well, 3 more. See? Now, this is where the furnaces come into play. Now, starting from that yellow, we're going to add a straight line of hoppers all the way to the end of that yellow line. And like I said, guys, that's going to represent the furnaces that you're going to use for your system. So you can have anywhere from 4 to 128, even more if you wanted to. This is your choice. Now, starting here from the orange blocks, you're going to place your furnace right there. See? And of course, you're going to extend that on both sides with the same format, okay? And see, you should have something just like this. Now, at this point, guys, make sure you place a hopper behind each furnace like so, and you're going to do that from both sides. See? Fantastic. It's looking great now. It's coming together. See, you should have that kind of format. Now you're going to place a hopper on top of each furnace, like so. And once again, you're going to repeat the same process all over again to each furnace. I know, guys, pause the video if you need to, because it does take a little bit of time. Now, once you've done that, guys, you're going to place 4 half slabs right there. And you're going to place 3 half slabs right there on the top end. And stretch it right around to connect with the other hoppers, you see? Now we're going to go over here to the front end. Now you're going to place a block on that top dropper and one more in front of it. Delete the one in the back and add 2 right there and 1 like so. So you should have 4 blocks in this format. Then starting from this bottom dropper, add 2 half slabs and of course extend that right around till you connect to the other side, you see? Now we're going to go right underneath here and add 2 half slabs right there. 1 and 2 like so. And the cool thing is it really makes it look nice and it gives a nice symmetry to the entire design. Now at this point, guys, we're going to cover up this front section here with your block of choice, okay? Now you're going to add some blocks right there, wrap that around the chest, and 2 more right there, and starting from there, add a whole line, because you want to leave that 2 block gap right there. That's going to be where the minecart chest is going to be located. So you're going to place 2 power rails. Then you're going to place 2 regular rails, a power rail, of course a regular rail, and another power rail. See? You want to keep that separate like so. Now you're going to place some power rails on top of each hopper all the way till you get to the back. Now back here, you're going to place 2 regular rails to create that curve and another power rail. And on the corners, you're going to add 1 rail, 2 power rails, a regular rail, and of course extend that all the way to the front again. See? Perfect. So you should have this kind of look at this point. Now once you get back over here, guys, to the front, add 2 more power rails until you get to that block right there, so that it can keep going back and forth and kind of go back to where it originally started. Now you're going to add 2 more blocks here because you want to cover up as much as possible. And before you even add the minecart chest, we're going to power the rails. Now you can use any method you want. I'm going to show you what I've done. Add 2 blocks right there at the back end and put 2 levers and activate them. See how it powers everything? Now once you get to the end of where it extends to, see how that's on and that's off? Add another 2 more blocks right on top, because that's not going to interfere with the rails of the minecarts. And then add your levers to power everything. Look at that. See, that's what you want. You want all the rails to be powered. Now I'm going to show you the setup I made, but like I said, guys, you can do whatever you want. You're going to place 2 blocks of your choice right there. And you're going to extend that from one end down to the other, leaving a 1 block gap on each side. Now add a block there, add a block there. Then you're going to add your levers right there, which is going to power those power rails. Now, of course, you want to test it out and make sure that it doesn't get stuck at any point or that you missed any kind of power rails that were activated. See? Because trust me, if it's not powered, it's going to get stuck. Great, you saw that? Perfect. It went smoothly. Now you're going to add about 2 more blocks and wrap that right around. You should have a total of 3 blocks in this format. Now add some stairs like so that when you place your stairs behind it, it creates that nice little edge right there. You're going to wrap it all around. Awesome. And to keep in mind, guys, you don't want to do anything to interfere with those minecarts. You don't want nothing to block it accidentally, because it will kind of mess up the entire system. Now you're going to delete that block. That's going to go straight down to the mechanic room, and you're going to delete that as well. And you're going to add some kind of block of your choice, or a wall like so, straight up, and you're going to add the flooring back to its normal status. So let's go down here, because that's where we're going to add the ladders later on. Now we're going to start creating the floor pattern, okay? Now use whatever you want to use as your floor. We're going to start right underneath these hoppers, and we're going to extend that straight across to the other side. See? Now extend this until you get to the wall. Then you're going to add a few blocks right there. 1, 2, 3. And of course, extend that all the way back to the front end. Awesome. It's looking good, guys. It's looking great. Now at this point, we're going to go about 1 block high and we're going to create this pattern all the way to the front to the back, okay? Now bear in mind, whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on the other side. So make sure you create this floor pattern on both sides. Now we're going to add the stairs to go downstairs to the back end so we can have access to the hopper. So go right there, add 2 stairs right there where you dropped off at. Let's cover this up. And 2 more stairs like so, you see? And 2 stairs on both sides to kind of create this nice edge. And you want to add some blocks right here just to kind of make it a little more flush and give it a certain style to it. And of course, just fill this up with your block of choice. You're good to go, you see? So those stairs start off at the back of where those powers are at. So there's like a gap right there so your head doesn't hit the top part. Now we're going to go back here and once again we're going to fill this up with some blocks of your choice. Because like I said guys, this is a mechanical room. You always want access to this in case anything gets messed up. So you can always access the hoppers, the furnaces, etc. to correct the issue if anybody puts anything in the wrong place. See? Awesome. Now we're going to add our ladders right here. Leave the bottom one empty. And you're going to place a trap door right there on top, like so. Now I'm going to show you how we actually designed the top part of this thing. Now we're going to have some upside down stairs and we're going to wrap it all around each block. Now once you've done that, you're going to add 2 half slabs in the center. And we're going to add some chisel stone there, 2 in the center, and 1 on each corner. What I also did was I added some stone just to fill in the entire top part, just to give it a little more detail and kind of give it a little bit more contrast. And just to cover that little nice edging, you just add some half slabs right there on the edge and it really brings it out. Look at that. Now at this point, pause the video and kind of hook up the basement. I mean, hook that up, really make it your style and decorate it. I mean, you always want it to look nice, you know? Now once you've done that, we're going to add 2 stairs right there so that when you get on it, you can jump right up and you're pretty much good to go. Now down here, guys, also decorated as well. Like I said, guys, I mean, it has a look as good as it works. Now this will give you full access to the hoppers in the back and underneath if anything gets jammed up. And look, it looks amazing. Love it. Now once you've done that, guys, we're going to finish this off. We're going to add some dirt right on top of it to cover everything. So once again, we're going to add some blocks right there. Leave that empty. Add some blocks right there because like I said, you don't want to interfere with that. And of course, at this point, you're going to cover the entire top end. Look at that. It's as if nothing was ever there. Now, of course, you're going to decorate the front end, put your little style to it, your little pizzazz, and you're good to go, guys. And there you have it. It's complete. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.